Alright, so today I'm going to talk about how you can come to Europe and do a PhD and be compensated for your time and do all these things. So doing all the things that I'm doing right now. Totally available to you. I mean, assuming you meet a couple requirements, but I just want to make you aware of how you can do this as well, because it's pretty great so far, and so I just want to share this opportunity with you. Okay, so basic requirements, and I'm speaking from like the math perspective, so it might be different for different degree programs, but I think most are fairly similar. The general requirement is that you do have a master's, so you can do a 2 years master's in the States, or you could do a 1 year master's over here first. Those are both fine, like suitable basic requirements, but you do need one of those to do the PhD. Generally over here. So that's like kind of the big hurdle, obviously. But then, and so that's to make sure you have like all the background knowledge, so you can just kind of more or less jump into research. Yeah, so that's the big requirement. But then the big thing to let you know is, so in the U.S. usually you start in the fall, like or August or September is generally like your starting months for PhDs. But here that you can start whenever, because they're more like research positions, and so a position may open up any time of the year, and so all you have to do is just apply when it opens, and they're usually pretty flexible about start dates, so so you can start whenever, or usually it's like within this calendar year we'd like you to start. So that sort of flexibility is quite nice. But the big thing is, just because you missed deadlines for US PhDs doesn't mean you've missed deadlines for PhDs in Europe. So yeah, so that's the big thing. Okay, so how do you find out about these opportunities? Well, you have to look for a mailing list. So so I'm going to put a couple mailing lists, but these are like they're generally kind of specific mailing lists. So I study probability, and I'm interested in probability. So there's mailing lists that I've joined that are associated with those. And so whenever someone has like a PhD position, among plenty of other things, they'll post it to these boards and say, hey, we're looking for people doing PhDs. And so like how I found out about my program was not because I received the email, but my master's advisor received the email and asked if I would be interested. So that's kind of how it works. But for the most part, anyone can sign up for these mailing lists, so you don't need to wait for someone to tell you that there's this opportunity. And so, but yeah, I mean, do note that you'll get a lot of other mailing lists, or a lot of other mail, like conferences and places like paper submissions, and so like most of the time it's just like stuff that you just would filter out. So you might want to, like, I don't know, have them tagged as like promotional or something if you have that sort of thing, so it doesn't fill up your inbox. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's just finding the opportunity. But like I said, the opportunities are year round, so don't just think that there's a season in time that you have to apply for it. And then as far as looking up the mailing list, internet search is your friend. So yeah, just I mean, you do a search for mailing list, and then just do like the area that you're interested generally. So at least for mathematics, you can do that. Yeah, so that's all I really wanted to talk about today. Things have been great here so far. Lots of cool opportunities. Like super fortunate to be here. All right, till next time. Take care.